In this session, we are going to learn mathematical operations in small basic. So let us see a equal to 1, b equal to 2, c equal to a plus b. And write line, text window, write line, c. So we are assigning a constant value 1 to a and constant value of 2 to b, and we are adding the values of a plus b and b and assigning to c. So here the value of a is 1, value of b is 2, so we are adding 1 plus 2 and assigning to 3, and we are printing the same. So let us just see how it runs. So you can see the result is 3. So instead of that, we can read the numbers. So I am trying to read text window, read number I am using because this is a number. This is not only a number, we are going to use it for mathematical operations. So we are reading a number from text window and assigning to a, and we are reading another number from text window that is actually from the keyboard and assigning to b, and we are adding the values of a and b and placing it in c, and we are printing the value of c. So let us see once again. So where it is asking for the numbers, I am giving two numbers and it is adding and showing the sum of two numbers. So instead of this operation, so we can also use subtract, we can also use multiplication, we can also use division. So let us also run it once. 3, 2. So 3 divided by 2 is 1.5. So it is giving a floated value. So whether it is an integer or float, there is no difference. We don't declare whether the variable name is integer or float. So it takes based on the context. So let us again run it. So 1, 3. So if you see, we are dividing 1 by 3. So it is giving a big float number. So now instead of giving the operator, let us develop a small calculator. Of course, this requires a if condition. I will explain you if condition later, but let me write you using if, a small calculator using if. So let us also read a operator. So text window, read. So we are reading an operator, which operator we want, and let us see if operator equal to plus, then c equal to a plus b. Else if, I am making the number small, else if operator equal to minus, then c equal to a minus b, else if operator equal to star. So this is star is used for multiplication in any of the programming languages. As you know, c is equal to a multiplied by b, a into b. So else if operator is equal to slash, then c is equal to a slash b. I'm saying, and so we are comparing we are reading two numbers, first number, second number, then we are also reading the operator, which operator we want. Text window, reading the operator and assigning to OPR. This is just a variable name which will have one character. So whichever character you enter, it will get stored here. So If operator is equal to plus, then we are adding to A and B and placing it in C. If it is minus, we are subtracting. If it is star, we are multiplying. If it is division, we are dividing it. Then finally we are printing the value of C. So let us run this program. I clicked here. So I am giving 3, 2 and plus. So it says, it shows the sum of 3 plus 2. So it is adding 3 plus 2 and placing it in C and printing the value of C. So let us again run it. So 34, 32 and minus. So 34 minus 32, 2, which means A value is 34, B value is 32, C value is A minus B because we gave the minus. Enter. Similarly, we can also multiply it. So let's say I am saying 3, 4 multiplication symbol. So 3 into 4 product is 12. So similarly, I'll run division. 3, 4 division. So 3 by 4 it is 0.75. So these are not the only mathematical operators. We also have. So I am removing this one, this code. So C equal to math remainder. Suppose we need a remainder of A comma B. Text window, right line, C. So we are reading two values A and B and we are taking the remainder and placing into C. So if you see the menu here, for the math object there are so many methods. You can practice one by one later on. So I will not explain you each and every one because it is self-explanatory. You can practice one by one. So here we are taking the remainder function and printing it. So let us execute it. So I am saying 23 and 3. So if you see 3 7 are 21, the remaining value remainder is 2, so it is printing 2. So similarly, for example, let us say A divided by B. Again we will go back to the basic operation, mathematical operation, division. So let us see the value. Suppose 1 and 3, 1 divided by 3. So it is giving a big float number. So instead of this, suppose we need a rounded number. So here we can use math.round. So it will round the result to the nearest number and give you the nearest number. So let us see 21 by 4. So 21 by 4 is 4 point something. So it is 5 point something. So it is rounding it to 5. So if it is 5.5 or more, it will round it to 6. If it is less than 5.5, it will round it to 5. So instead of that, if you always want to round it to the upper number, let us say ceiling of A divided by B. So let us execute it. So 21 by 4. So 21 by 4 is 5.2 or something. So but it is rounding it to the sixth, the next number. So it is because it is a ceiling, it's not a floor, it is going to the ceiling. So let us also use the floor. Instead of ceiling, we can also use floor. Floor means it will go it will round it to the lower number instead of upper number. So run. So we are saying 21 by 4. So it is rounding, it is 5.2, it is rounding to 5 instead of 6. So it always flooring always rounds it to the lower number, ceiling always rounds to the upper number, whereas round rounds to the nearest number. If it is 0.5 or more, it goes to 1. If it is less than 0.5, it goes to 0, like that. So there are so many such functions. Suppose let us take max and a comma b. So we are reading two numbers. We want which one is the bigger one. So max. So I am executing it. So 345 and 34. So bigger number is 345. So similarly, we can also use min, and there are so many other functions we can use. So with the math object, there are so many functions. So we can check and practice one by one. So let us move on to the next session.